Cuttlefish in small, fresh, and tender pieces. We are going to make a little flavorful seafood rice, the typical sailor's rice. We are adding the small Norway lobsters, known for their delicate flavor and tender texture, a little bit of salt. Don't be afraid, it will be appreciated later. The small prawns, known for their sweetness and firm texture. And now we will set it aside for a moment. We don't want the seafood to overcook and lose its texture, right? To ensure that it does not become rubbery and unpleasant. We add the garlic, fry the garlic, and then we add the tomato that I prepared. You can see on the pages how this little tomato is carefully and meticulously prepared with great care. And the cuttlefish, we don't want it to cook too much either. Depending on the type of fish, we can add it earlier or later, but it's advisable to add it a little later, depending on the fish. And this is one of those. Let's add the rice. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when it comes to feeding chickens, we make sure to give them 2 small portions, which we refer to as 2 little deaths. Now we add the broth, 1, 2. I add a little bit more because they weren't completely full, but it's approximately 2 ladles, which equals 2½ parts for each part of rice. Although it may seem that this paella has little vegetable, the broth itself has been made with a lot of vegetables. So it's concentrated with vegetables also to avoid having too many chunks and to make it different. But the flavor and properties of the vegetables are in the broth. You can check how to make the broth in my videos as well. Now we will turn up the heat and keep it like that for approximately 8 minutes from when it starts to boil. Now we add the thoroughly and completely infused saffron. If you want to see how it's properly done, I also have it on my pages. You can check it out. And then we'll let it cook a bit more and place the seafood on top. Well, we are almost done. Just a little bit left to finish the rice. And what we do now is add the small Norway lobsters. Look at these incredible and beautiful creatures. They don't fit in the paella. We carefully place a red one, a prawn, another red one, another prawn, yet another red one, and so on, side by side, with precision and care. This process ensures that every bite is perfect. Look at this absolutely spectacular and delicious seafood paella. Wow. This is ready. We give it a bit of heat for the crusty bottom, and that way we get a wonderful crusty bottom. Shall we leave it for about 40 seconds on high heat, okay? And that's it. Well, now we have this ready for you, and here you have this absolutely wonderful seafood paella, carefully prepared with fresh ingredients. Enjoy.